But we just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to CaitlinClark.
There's only one that can do what CaitlinClark did. Bring all those eyes. For pure basketball purists, there's nobody like her.
It's been a historic season for the Indiana Fever rookie. They say records are meant to be broken, but apparently, no one told CaitlinClark she had to break 62 of them in just her first year. From scoring to assists, Clark has rewritten both team and league history. She didn't just break Indiana Fever franchise records. She left a mark on the entire WNBA. With every game, she raised the bar, proving she wasn't just here to compete, she was here to dominate. Clark didn't simply enter the WNBA, she turned it upside down. But that leaves one big question. What exactly are those 62 records? And how did she manage to break them all?
So it's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
CaitlinClark is box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
Imagine this, a packed arena, the crowd buzzing with energy, fans on the edge of their seats. Every possession feels electric. Then it happens. CaitlinClark threads the needle with a perfect pass, racking up her 19th assist of the game.
Yeah. What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. The pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I could just hoop. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh,
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things out.
That's right. 19 assists in a single WNBA game. A feat never accomplished before. The crowd erupts. Her teammates rush to embrace her. And just like that, history is made. But here's the wild part. That was just one of the 62 records CaitlinClark shattered in her rookie season. How is that even possible? When Clark entered the WNBA, expectations were already sky high. But no one could have predicted the storm she was about to unleash. From day one, she didn't just meet those expectations, she obliterated them. Before we break it all down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Now, let's uncover the incredible story of how one rookie superstar didn't just join the WNBA, she changed the game forever.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against CaitlinClark, but a member of the Chicago Sky, the national title winner at LSU. And she talked about where all this attention started with her and CaitlinClark.
Clark's debut season wasn't just about exceeding expectations. It was about rewriting the record books entirely. Remember that 19 assist game? As impressive as it was, her scoring feats were even more mind-blowing. Just how many 30-point games does it take to set a franchise record? For CaitlinClark, the answer was more than anyone had ever seen before. From the moment she stepped onto a WNBA court, Clark made it clear she wasn't just here to play, she was here to dominate. In a league already stacked with elite talent, her scoring ability stood out like a beacon. She reached her 100th career point in just 8 games, the fastest any rookie in WNBA history had ever done it. And she was just getting warmed up. As the season progressed, Clark's scoring consistency became almost superhuman. She piled up 30-point games as if they were routine, setting a new franchise record for the Indiana Fever. With each game, fans held their breath, wondering, asterisk, is tonight the night she breaks another one? Asterisk.
My expectation is to be one of the best players in the world one day. I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
Clark's dominance wasn't just limited to individual games. Her scoring prowess throughout the entire season was nothing short of historic. She blazed past milestones that had stood for years. In just 10 games, she became the fastest player in WNBA history to record over 150 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists. By Game 12, she had already surpassed 200 points and 50 assists. And by her 19th game, she had reached 300 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists, a staggering pace that stunned even longtime fans of the league. Her ability to score from anywhere on the court forced opposing teams to completely overhaul their defensive strategies. Double teams became the norm. Defenders stuck to her like glue. But here's the incredible part. Even with all that pressure, CaitlinClark kept finding ways to score. She wasn't just adapting to the league, she was forcing the league to adapt to her.
I'm going to look at this the way I did with Michael Jordan. Now, she's not the Michael Jordan of her sport as far as athleticism, playing, dominating. But A'ja Wilson is the best player in the game. Not even a debate. But I'm talking about value now. Value to a franchise, value to a league, getting your team in the playoffs. They had the number 1 pick. They were the worst team last year. And there is value that I can attach to.
The intense defensive focus on CaitlinClark didn't just highlight her own skills. It opened up the floor for her teammates. Suddenly, players like Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell were getting more open looks and better scoring opportunities. Clark's presence on the court acted like a magnet, drawing defenders in and creating space for others to shine. Her gravity changed the entire offensive dynamic, transforming the Indiana Fever into a formidable offensive threat. As the season progressed, Clark's three-point shooting became the stuff of legend. She set the rookie record for the most three-pointers made in a single season, consistently hitting shots from well beyond the arc, and often under pressure. Her range was so deep and her release so quick that defenders were often left shaking their heads in disbelief.
I'm talking about value. Michael Jordan was the most valuable player every single year because of what he meant to his team and what he meant to the league. And, oh, by the way, winning 6 titles. Can't argue with that. CaitlinClark may not win titles. Las Vegas is still a great team. But the fact that she is doing what she's doing and at a very high level, you know, it's now commonplace where she'll go for 26 and 12. I mean, those are great numbers for any player, no matter how long you've been in the league.
Austin recorded her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark followed it up by sinking a 3. But the most jaw-dropping moment of the night came shortly after. CaitlinClark set a new WNBA record for the most points scored or assisted in a single game. With a staggering 66 total points, she either scored or created. It was a performance that showcased how her impact goes far beyond just putting the ball in the hoop herself. Clark wasn't just scoring. She was orchestrating an offensive symphony, and the entire league was her audience. If you've made it this far and you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this takes your time, and we truly appreciate it. Now, back to the action.